Brothers, welcome back to Territorial IO. We're starting off today here in a 98 person free-for-all battle. Too short of being able to not pick our spot. We are very fortunate in that aspect, and I'm going a little bit crazy. I immediately pounced on this spot in North America. It's pretty wide open to the east and west. It was like, hey, let's try North America. A spot, honestly, I rarely go because I rarely win over here. This is usually the place I get ganged up the most and then quickly out. If I'm ever looking to play the world and, be in and out in 2 minutes. North America is where I want to start. Okay, so we have a couple neighbors around us, including the USA. Wonderful to see. United Federation and El Moradi above us. Okay, so we have some competition, but nobody's going too ham. I'm going to go really big right now, going into my infinite growth phase. Trying to grab as much of this land as possible. See if we can get down south. I do realize my troops are rather low, but fortunately no one's attacked us yet. And we only need a cycle or two to be able to catch up. So we're fine on this front. I don't imagine anyone's going to attack us now. And now we can grab a lot of these bots. And we're able to kind of sneak our way through and open some opportunities that otherwise would have been closed to us. So we are rather large still. We still have the crown. Hey, that's wonderful for us. Continuing to grab as many of these bots as possible. Be as greedy as we possibly can. And fortunately for us, the north has been cut off, so no one looks like they're going to get that big above me either. I'm going to try and sneak this little bit of land. Wonderful news. Was able to get that. And now we just kind of hold the line. We've fallen into third place. There is some bots down here in South America. Let's see if we can boat down there. It does look like the red player is going to steal all of that. I'm just going to let that boat land, though. I'm not that concerned with it. The USA is offering us a truce. Don't really need a truce right now. Just going to continue to keep holding the line here. Hanging out, building up troops as we fall into 8th place, and see what happens when this boat hits. He won't be able to kick me off because we already have borders on each other. So I imagine he's just going to let that one fly, as I'm going to do that and be like, whoops-a-daisy, didn't mean to do that. I totally forgot about that boat. That's what happened. Alright. Now we just continue to wait. What's our target looking like? Well, I'm kind of hoping that, yeah, I was about to say, somebody's going to attack each other. And this looks like a good opportunity here with his EU player attacking El Moradi. I do also want to knock down this guy as well. Prevents Normandy from grabbing any of the land that I want for myself. So we're just going to go into this guy right now, but I'm going to keep an eye on that United Federation if he's going to get weakened anymore. Weakened. And he is. Osmanli is attacking him as well. So I think we can jump in on this one. Oh, okay. Normandy has boated into Panama and to try and grab some of that. Is that Panama? No. Anyways, we'll just grab the rest of this land over here. And there we go. So 2 enemies down. Normandy is out offering us a truce. I kind of think I want that for right now just to see if he'll weaken himself up. I'll take that truce with Osmanli as well. I want to see if Normandy's going to weaken himself up. Ooh, there's some opportunity over here. There's 2 bots. Let's immediately boat into that. You want me to go into El Moradi? I don't really want to do that, in all honesty. I just kind of want to save up my troops. If anything, I think the USA is over-attacking into the player from Northern Canada. That might be a good opportunity. Although we do need to be strong against Grover, Ukraine, who now has the crown as we are boating over into Africa. Boating over to Africa might be, honestly, a bit of a mistake here, but it's a mistake I'm willing to take, especially as USA is weak. He gives us the kissy face. I'm so sorry, my friend. It was land that I needed, or / could have. Okay, so now we're going to be boating over into Grover, Ukraine, but BMW below him is twice his strength. I would be surprised if that man doesn't make a play. Speaking of being twice someone's strength and being surprised you're not going to make a play, let's go into this guy over here. He has overextended his borders as well. He has borders on 2 other players, so I imagine others are going to want to join in. This is rather risky to do right before I touch down in Grover, but if I get kicked off, I get kicked off. If I get a little bit of land there, I'll be fine. BMW is attacking Grover, so that is something we might be able to gang up on as well. I'm getting ready in case I do get kicked off, or at least he tries. We'll just give it another little attack there, just to make it a little bit harder for him to kick me off. Wow, that attack's going on for quite some time. Okay, we got a good chunk of land out of that. Let's focus in over here. There's more people helping out over here. Ooh, good thing we did too, as we were able to cut off Normandy from getting any stronger. He was trying to do the same thing we were of coming over here, and no, in fact, we were able to grab all of the delicious land for ourselves. And now we can just continue our path, taking out the remainder of Cleveland, or Grover, Ukraine, excuse me. And then just be able to pick who we go into next. There we go. That should be it. Now, I am a little bit worried about the crown. That is a strong crown. I will definitely take a truce with you. I am in a very dangerous position, but at the same time, I can take advantage of a lot of things happening around me if things go my way. So we'll just quickly go into Osmanli, speaking of things that are going our way. Grab as much of this land over here. We did get voted into by COG in South America. Not going to worry about that. I'm more focused in on grabbing Alaska. Alaska might give us the crown, which is not necessarily a position I want to be in, but I'm definitely happy to be near BMW in terms of overall strength. Hopefully we'll kind of counterbalance each other out, and he'll ignore me. But we will be grabbing the rest of Alaska, fighting against Hopeful for the land that we can get. And yeah, I think we're not going to quite get the crown, which is fine. Takes a little bit of pressure off me. I could boat into Europe to take out that one bot, but honestly, I feel like that is splitting myself up and opening myself up to too many players. Osmanli, okay, Osmanli attacked me. I was about to say, thought that was somebody else. You want to go into this guy? Honestly, kind of in, brothers. Both of them want to do it. Hopeful and Marathi both want to attack this guy. So yeah, let's just grab the easy land where we can. We definitely do need to be continuously getting bigger, as we did have the crown ever so briefly before BMW took it back. I am very much lower on the troop totem pole than BMW, but I'm using my troops to my advantage right now. I have a lot of land I can possibly get. And next up is Marathi, who has overextended himself, and now we will just grab all of his land. Fortunately for us, Hopeful doesn't quite realize what we did because yellow on yellow makes it hard to see. And now we can just continue on our path, which I honestly think might be Hopeful, but I do want to keep my troops up just in case BMW gets any ideas. But let's go ahead and start whittling down Hopeful over here, consolidating our borders in North America, in the New World. I do see that Void Catholic is going to be a bit of a threat, which is unfortunate. Well, I don't know. He's a Void player. We might get along, we might not get along, but either way, why it's unfortunate is typically the Void players are a little bit more skilled, so that is going to be a bit of a challenge here. So what is my kind of hopes from here is, number one, being able to take out Hopeful, and then potentially being able to go down into South America. Unfortunately, probably going to have to betray Normandy. I don't really want to get bogged down in a big fight right now. I want to try and maximize my land advantage because I'm preparing for a eventual 2v1, as my crown strength is only growing. I'm now about 4,000 pixels stronger than BMW, and I'm going to be able to grab a lot of this land. My biggest fear right now is that Void Catholic boats over into Greenland before I can get over there myself. I do not want him to have any kind of a foothold in the New World. I'm going to be able to play my borders to the best effectiveness I can, and that really starts with getting Green World. So I'm being incredibly aggressive trying to grab all of this. Definitely not going to wait till I save up till red interest. There we go. And now that I have Greenland and I don't see Voids boating over there, I feel a lot more confident about my chances of protecting my borders. If I could get Iceland on top of that, that would definitely be the cherry on the cake. I have wasted a lot of troops to try and get this done, but I do think in the long run it's going to be worthwhile, especially as we haven't been attacked. BMW has come over and is attacking Normandy. That is a bizarre move that really only strengthens me. Yeah, now we can get Iceland and really maximize our borders. Void Catholic looks like he's going over into the east, which is wonderful for us. Now we can focus in on taking out Normandy, and we're going to try and do that in one fell swoop, preventing him from being able to grab any of this land down here. I saw BMW's attempt to try and grab South America, and I'm going to stop it here and really play a little bit of a risky strategy. But so far, my border alignments has allowed me to play this kind of a strategy. And now we can save up. BMW, I think, has realized that it all is lost, and he has left the game himself. So now we can just save up, take out this bot, and then play our borders. I'm now thinking the team up is going to be Void Catholic, well-oiled man, and then our buddy over there in Africa as well. He might betray us, but for right now, let's just go ahead and continue to keep grabbing the land. Well-oiled mum, excuse me, is a very strong opponent. They have only about 20,000 less pixels than us. Fortunately for us, we're going to be able to play our borders a little bit. They did get Madagascar, though. That is incredibly unfortunate. Yeah, and they boated into Africa, so they're going to be super hard to kick off. I really didn't want to have this fight, and Void Catholic is attacking my neighbor, the Thailand player in Africa. Well, let's go ahead and grab the rest of this land over here. I do see that you're boating down there. That boat's going. Okay, no, we're going to cede that. And what could we do? Okay, here's my plan. Thailand is pretty weak. Void is also very weak. Let's just go ahead and see if we can pressure down Void prior to Well-Oiled Mom attacking me. Well-Oiled Mom has immediately attacked me. Let's really start to push into this. It's going to be so hard to kick off Well-Oiled Mom that I think this is going to be the play here. Maybe we can get each other the turn on each other. And I just need a little bit more land in order to secure my victory. I'm at 43%, which is why I'm going after the weaker player. I'm so close to that 50% that you really need to be able to secure the victory. So a big risk here, but it did pay off as Void Catholic has over-attacked very heavily here, as there was no full sending in this game. And that secures our victory for ourselves. If he had been a little bit more patient and just kind of held the line, I think Well-Oiled Mom could have done a lot more damage to me. But alas, I was able to get that done. And now we can just kind of start attacking Well-Oiled Mom, as there's really nobody else to help him other than flee. But they don't have enough pixel counts together, as he does give the collapse of good sportsmanship here. We'll return the favor, and we'll start to kind of take him down bit by bit here. As I do want to make sure I maintain a good amount of troops, even though I do have 60% of the land. No need to get over aggressive here. And always treat the players with respect in terms of making sure that they can't come back. So we are giving some big attacks in here. Well-Oiled Mom is trying to be nice here and speed things along, as he's giving big attacks in here just to kind of full send me-esque there. But I did get kicked off of Antarctica. Very unfortunate for me. And that should be it. We'll go ahead and grab these little islands over here as well. Want to make sure to grab the New World as best we can. And Well-Oiled Mom does have about less than 100 million troops. Okay, I was wanting to keep a little bit of a troop basis, or excuse me, a little bit of a border for when we attacked Antarctica, but alas, it was not meant to be. We'll go ahead and grab the rest of these little islands over here in Oceania, and then be able to grab Australia, and then we'll look for the peace. This guy gives the collapse good sportsmanship as well. Thank you so much, sir. Good game to you. We'll go ahead and speed through the rest of this one, though, and move on to the next game. All right, next game up is going to be a little action here in Scandinavia. Full sending against humans is once again disabled. That's right, your boy's coming at you again with back-to-back free-for-all games. But I'm trying out this Finland spot. I've really started to hone in on Finland as being a wonderful starting location. I saw a little bit of open free land here. Now, I do have somebody kind of flirting a little bit too close to me. But hey, we're just going to have to deal with that one. 57 players are in this one. We'll see what we can do. Turkey is our closest neighbor. He is also yellow. I believe we were probably going to clash with Turkey a lot just based off his aggressive location and very much kind of taunting me by moving around in the very beginning. But we will try our new growth pattern here, just kind of skipping a little bit of a step here and then immediately going into our full send. See how big we can get. Turkey does take the crown and he immediately attacks me. Okay, so this is a bit of a new player here. He aggressively attacks me. Yeah, now he offers to the truce. That's not how this one's going to go down. And he immediately attacks me again. Okay, good to know. Well, we have a lot of territory to get. I am not concerned with him in the slightest bit. In fact, he is full sending. Let's just go ahead and punish that right now. I do see that Atsuki above is also helping out in this engagement. And Turkey is now gone, so we have that thrown out of our side. And now we can just continue into the bot phase here. We have a lot of bots to get over in the east. This is looking very promising. We'll definitely take a truce with you, since you did also kind of help me, but help you in that beginning phase right there. We'll go ahead and continue to keep grabbing land. Asuka is in the top 10, so someone we might want to be a little bit cautious of, but he's very far down there. He's only in 7th place. We'll continue to go into the east because we have so much opportunity to get over here. Holy cow, Yeah, Finland is very underrated. And the reason why I think it gets ignored is because of all the lakes. I think people get a little bit too worried about the lake presence here, as we do miss out on a little bit of land up north. Not that concerned. We do need to be saving up here. We'll grab this little bot, though, and hold the line. We are actually getting attacked. I just now noticed that the player to the southwest of us is attacking us. Or the pure south. I don't know which one did attack us. But we just hold the line. We build up troops. We be patient. And maybe build up here. Let's just go ahead. Excuse me. Okay, we'll send a boat up there. Just to see if there's a little bit of opportunity there. That guy is using a lot of troops to try and grab a little bit more land. So this could be a great opportunity for us, as our buddy to the north has taken the crown away from us. I do see someone else has boated in. Ooh, this is going to be good for us if the world gets kicked off, if Nan uses all of his troops to try and kick him off. And no, that's perfect. We get a ton of land right here, moving ourselves back into conversation as our northern neighbor has really eaten away at a lot of these players. Let's see if we can grab this guy's land. I know we've been attacked a few times. I'm not that concerned with it. I just want to cut off this guy, Jazli, from being able to grab any more of this land up north, and we were able to accomplish that. So we might get the crown back here. So hey, that's good for us. We have a decent amount of troops, a little bit more than our northern neighbor, or kind of similar at least. So now we can just hold the line here, building up troops. A little bit dangerous position to want to be snagging the crown back, but we have opportunities. Now, I do believe both my southern neighbors have attacked me at some point, so that is something we're going to have to fight back, as one of them does offer a truce, but I know for a fact he did attack me at a couple of injunctions. So we'll go ahead and attack the weaker of the two. The reason why I want to do this is I see that the player below him is incredibly weak with only about 400,000 troops and a ton of land, as it does look like my northwestern neighbor is looking to cut me off from being able to go any farther south. A little bit unfortunate there, but hey, not the biggest problem in the world. We can continue to save up. We'll ask for you for a truce. And I think we could go into this guy in the southwest here, as he is attacking that player in the south that I wanted to do. So we'll go ahead and give him a big attack. He's used a lot of troops to try and get this done. He's got about less than half the troops that we do, so we can really punish this. And I imagine others are going to want to join in. He's just got so many players on his borders that somebody's going to want to be a part of this. At least that's kind of what I'm hoping, especially my northern neighbor could join in. It would be a lot better for me, so I'd understand if he didn't do it. And he does have to worry about the iOS user 565 above him, especially as that player's now become a bot. That becomes an immediate thing that he needs to deal with, which is wonderful for us because we have some opportunities in the south to grab a lot of land. There's nobody down here with a lot of troops, so we could go into the green player and then the blue player and then maybe even the purple player down there. Lots of opportunity for us to grab, so let's just go ahead and take care of this. The last enemy we have, our northern neighbor, does help us out here in the last part. We do go above 60,000 pixels, so we will move much faster, and we can afford to be slightly aggressive here and going into this guy as well, as I imagined, yes, somebody else would join in. So now we grabbed a big chunk of land. We have some neighbors down here which are very large and quite scary. I could go into Jazli or Russia. Both are good targets. I'm more concerned with the Jazli player, as they have no one to really attack besides me. Russia is getting attacked by a bot. Okay, I don't know what... Jazli, I don't know if I'm going to get you. You know what? Let's flip targets. I know this is a little bit foolish. Let's go into Russia. Russia's having to fight a bot right now, and I don't want to deal with Russia, even though Jazli is in second place. Russia's in third. Only has like 2 million troops now. And we can really snag a ton of land. Yes, it will completely cut off Jazli and only let that person attack me, which is a slightly scary position to be in. But I think this is a risk worth taking, so we're going to do it. We're just going to jump in. Yeah, we're going to get a ton of land out of this. Now, is it going to be enough to repel 2 players? Probably not. But hey, we at least are going for it, as Adsuki has really kept pace with me in a way I was not anticipating. He is incredibly large. I definitely discredited that player ever so slightly. I knew he was good, but wow, he's really kept pace with me. He's only about 30,000 pixels behind me, and this is maybe not a winning position here, as I'm caught between 2 very, very large players. But now we'll fight the one that's fighting us and just kind of hope for the best here, as Jazli is in third place. So again, just kind of betraying my initial thought of always attacking the second strongest player, and cost for attacking someone who we might have a little bit of opportunity to attack. I do see that this green player's become a bot. Let's rob Adsuke as much land as possible. Hopefully that's not a swear word in another language, or at least I don't know. I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly, but anytime that there's a word in another language I try and pronounce, it's always a swear word. Okay, but we are able to get down Jazli. He's down to about 4 million troops. We can really get this done. Atsuke has definitely, I was about to say, he's attacked me. I think he waited a little bit too long to join in on this fight. I think he wanted to be as strong as possible and kind of secure his western front with the players in Norway and Sweden. But I think at this point I've been able to pull away, as now my lead is at 80,000 pixels, and this should be the last attack on this Jazli person, and I'll be able to dedicate all my focus in on attacking Atsuke. Keeping an eye on boats that are coming over. I do see that there's one coming over from the blue player, but I'm more concerned with the green player and his attacks. If he boats into me, that's going to be a little bit scary. I really don't like that you're taking that island, because it's right next to me. I'm just going to ignore it right now. focus in on the second strongest player, knock you off, do not give you an opportunity to boat back into me, and start working down this guy. We have about 50% of the land, so it's going to be really hard for... Oh, and the green player actually helps me, taking out Atsuke. There we go. Wonderful opportunity for me, as we're able to grab the rest of this land, and down he falls. Well, GG's to you, sir. I just was in that position where we could have fought the crown, but other people decided to not do that. So now we'll just take our vengeance on this last blue player over here and finish things up. We'll peace out with the green player. And as we do start to wrap things up, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made this far in the episode. If you haven't made this far in the episode, hey, give it a thumbs up. Really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put up videos every day. But boys, I will see you in the next one.